Getting some mic feedback, trying to see if that's an issue. 1 second. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. That looks like it's kind of dying down. If you're in chat, let me know if you hear me okay. Just making sure I'm not getting any feedback from the music and whatnot. All right, we're back. We've got city that's in a little bit of a disarray according to some buildings that are needing to be fixed and whatnot, but I'll give a quick review on the layout. We've got our industry down kind of on the south side according to the view that we're at right now. We've got more of like a, I guess it would be tourist area here. We've got the Ferris wheel up front, and then we've got our medieval castle and this area here, and then kind of just some shops and some homes along here. We did the European buildings on these, which they do look quite different than the normal row homes, if you will, so they're kind of nice. What else? More like urban area, the kind of going into the downtown, if you will, but we got homes in here, a little bit of business, the high school, as you can see, and then backing into our university area. Then we've got a little bit more of the industry over here on this side. Our wind blows externally everywhere we go. So it's all blowing towards the ocean, essentially, wherever we get to. And then in this kind of more middle upper area up here, this is our kind of newest downtown area we built. We've got the train station just outside of that we put in, and then we've got a lot of our office buildings that are set kind of along this outside corridor. Trying to still revamp this city park that we've got here, and I'm working through it as we go. I've pulled out what I had was a campfire site on both sides and replaced it. I'm trying to get an idea of the sizing and what we should do with that, so I'm still working on that. We've got some homes. We got the high density home here. Looks like they're content. That mail service is really starting to kill me. I feel like a lot of the buildings are having an unreliable mail service issue. And we do typically have the mailboxes everywhere too, which is interesting. Like there's one right in front of them. In fact, they're on just about every road, and it's not helping all that much. I might need to try and see if another post office box. So it's dark green, which is actually in the middle. Why don't we put another post office box up here? We got one there. If we put one maybe over here someplace, if that would actually help, we can put one downtown. What if we came over here? It's like just enough room right there to put a post office box and see if that would. We just don't have enough of them. We have a pretty big city at this stage. Real quick before I throw it down, I want to see what the upgrades are going to be for it before I just put it down. So we've got it, and we've got some upgrades to it. So it needs a little bit bigger of a spot. There's 2 upgrades. There's the mail storage extension and the vans. So let's get a little bit better of a spot for it. We could probably do like one of these areas, but they're not really that big. There's not too much room here to expand, or here. We come back and kill some houses there to do it. We could probably come in here maybe and be just outside of downtown, or we could swing around to this side. Maybe we'd kill houses there. This is the issue. When you get downtown, it's you're killing something, essentially. If I put it here, I just don't know if it's going to affect that area. I need to get it pretty close in, is what I'm gathering, for it to really work. there's a corner here. Maybe we do like the inside of this street somehow. Really haven't redone this neighborhood much since I decided my downtown. So what if we added it someplace along here? I don't want to be right on that intersection because we might upgrade those intersections, but I could put it, and I don't know, got businesses along here. We got the speedy stop. We can move that over here maybe. Let's do this. What if we did move the speedy stop, which we put down not long back, to here. Did it not like that because there's something there? So I'm going to pause, move those, and then we'll move the speedy stop. It's like a gas station that we got. What? Still overlapping something, it looks like. What's that? Oh, it's the returns of the pets. It's our pet cemetery, if you will. So we'll move that up here. Now, we'll move you over here. Trying to keep it off the intersection, like I said. And then let's go ahead and undo that. Okay, and then now, do we have enough room there to come in with the post office? Looks like it. So if I did it like right here, I could go to the left side or the right side and build in. So let's try that. And then we've got post van, which is really the main thing. We could do here for now. I don't think we'll need this upgrade for a while, but we probably need another postal van. So what we could do is move this slightly left maybe, or slightly right, and add another one in come time. The other thing we could do is add it, no, I really can't add it there on that side, unfortunately. It wouldn't go. So we'd have to move this someplace come time, which would be like over here, someplace like, maybe it would fit there perfectly. Yeah, let's just do that, and we'll go ahead and add the garage now. If we push it as far to the right, we might be able to get 2 in, actually. No, not quite. We could try... It doesn't look like you could add 2 of those in the back. Only lets you go so far. Let's try adding that one, and that's it. So you could add 2 of those in the expansion, and we can eventually still add this guy someplace if we want it. Let's see if that makes a difference. Anyway, so as you find things, you fix them, because, you know, it's good to kind of do a review of your city and see those things. Let me look at my graphics settings, because I feel like, and I got a few at high, and it's still looking kind of wonk. Animation, I don't really need that high. This might be something we add high. Let's see what that does. I'm not sure if they fixed enough to make that worth it, but that building looks pretty wild. Okay, there we go. I think it's still trying to adjust my setting, if you will. Yeah, you get further out, that looks kind of weird. I don't know if that helped or hurt. If I see it start slowing down or glitch, I'm gonna have to put it back, but for now, I guess we'll keep that. All right, looks like we got a fire over here. Looks like a house fire, and there's already a fire engine there, so that's okay. Water details actually looking pretty on point, to be honest. That's pretty cool, even though it's not set high. That's cool. All right, so we got a access issue right here. I'm noticing no car access. So it looks like that building, maybe it's that one, got placed and just didn't have enough room. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately bulldoze it, and then one will get built back in its place correctly. That happens from time to time. Not the first time I've seen that. And then let's look at a few of our traffic jam areas, if you will. Looks like we've got one here that's really starting to kind of pile up. The 2 lights here on this one, coupled by some lights here. Looks like these guys are queuing to get there. These guys are queuing to get on here. And then they're stopping here for whatever reason. This guy's deciding he doesn't want to go. But they're getting on the highway pretty regularly. It's just this intersection slow. I'm not seeing... Hey man, how's it going, Austin? How are we doing today? I might take this and make it more straight to where they're not stopped and stopped again. Because I don't really see a reason to have 2 intersections. In fact, let's just try that first. We can do this and this. And that way they just go straight through that light. And this is all piled up. So they could have come this direction. They're actually coming from here, way down here. Okay, so to get on the freeway, this would be a great on to the freeway right here, actually. So why don't we look at adding an entrance, maybe, right here. Or we could do an entrance. No, can't do on there because that road breaks off. That's cool. Got anything going game-wise these days, or are you just playing the same old, same old? I know you said you were studying the last time we talked. Let's do a little bit of... adding... I'm trying to think. Maybe I need to cut that back on that street. Let's do this. Flat. Come back. That really went in there flat. Okay, so we got that, and then now probably end up having to do a 3-lane one-way. We had a 4-lane before, but if we're going to put a road in, it's probably best to get it smaller, if you will. So then we'll come back here to here. That's not quite right, so let's try that again. Probably can actually delete a little further in now if we're going to do that. Yeah, let's delete a little bit more, actually. So if we come in, we can come back ever so slight. Probably even it to about that point we were at before there. Like that. Even here. Like that, maybe. Alright, and then we come here. Here, 90. Where's the 90? There's the 90. So let's just build on the 90 and then we'll extend it. And perfect. Oh, I went the wrong way. Something about that didn't feel right. I was like, why am I going that direction after I built it? So it'd be starting here. We're lined up. And then now we need to make sure we're 90. 90, 90. Perfect. And then we got a little bit underneath there. We got the white wall. Perfect. And now let's do 2 lanes down. Let's see if it'll let us. May not. It's not terrible. Maybe we just try 1. Start with 1. Like that. And then what we can do now, so it just opened up to 3-lane here, so probably need to redo that. So we can take a 1-lane to about here. There, right? And then we'll downgrade to the inside to make it straight. And there's the entrance to our lane. Perfect. So I don't play video games really. Planet Coaster, Partek, Planet Coaster on Xbox. Never played it. I sold my Xbox back to the store. Okay, so I can play Partek on my computer. I got you, man. I get that totally. It's funny, I go through phases of playing games at times too, so I find like 1 to 2 games and I end up sticking with those 1 or 2 games for either quite a while or I take a break, one of the two. But these days, man, I feel like City Skylines is pretty much my go-to. The FIFA game, I enjoy playing it. I'm still trying to get the, what's the wording? The desire to play and record and post it down. It's a problem for me to play, pause, edit, and then urge to go back knowing I've got all those edits to get done when I play the next time. And I remember struggling through that for the first few series, I guess, that I did the last time I started this, which has been years now, but it's still fun, especially when you get in and you start seeing all the players that are like your youth academy and whatnot, kind of what you want to build those guys up, so that's the draw for me. All right, let's let that marinate. Now we've got a turn lane here where they can come to, go that way. Hopefully they'll see that. And that should let this up slightly. I don't like the fact there's a gray area here. I don't know why that's there. I don't like that that did that. I don't understand why it's that way. They're still doing the pile up, if you will. And then we got these guys going on here, but they're for whatever reason going through here as well. I think we'll have solved a lot of this side because it's here. It's just still backing up because it's new. And obviously we've now introduced this because it's new. What's going on over here? I can't get through. Oh, there's not a light here, obviously, which is good. That guy can't turn because it's all congested. I feel like my processor's hitting peak. Let me see what's going on. AI's churning and burning. Wonder if upping that one setting killed it. 98%. I'm not seeing much else, man. Yeah, I think we're going to have to lower that setting back down. It's just City Skylines causing it from what I can tell. Alright, so let's go back in. We'll escape. Options, graphics. I don't really know that I noticed a big difference in what that gave me anyway. So we'll go low on that one for now. Level of details high. I could put that back to medium. Let's put this back to medium and just see. These two were, I think, at high before, and then I I think that's always been a medium. And then that one was at, just a medium on that one. Let's see what that looks like. They've done updates. I'm not sure. Wow. It's starting to trickle through. I'm not sure it's really gotten to the point where they've really hit a lot of the graphics stuff for the major part of the city. I think it's more of just like sections of it. Like the trash, I know they fixed that. But now I feel like I've created a monster on this corner and that corner. There's just like a lot of traffic right now. Because you've got these guys all trying to get... You know, what's going on here? Why are they... Is it a car accident? I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's trying to turn in here. That's probably it. He's probably trying to turn in here, causing that backup. So this should end after that car goes. Let's see. Bam. Yeah, he was trying to get in there. Oh, he's trying to do a Yui. Oh, you're kidding me. We got cars doing Yuis, you know. They're all doing Yuis. They're doing Yuis in the parking lot. That's funny. I mean, I could certainly make this a 2-lane on-ramp if we needed. I don't know how much that would solve, but let's see if it does allow any more throughput. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Yes, I did. I actually got, it's sad, but I got a Costco turkey. So it's like this pre-portioned, if you will, like turkey, and then the dressing, and then all the gravy. And it was like 30, I think mine was 35. They had a few, it was only for me, and then leftovers, that sort of thing this year. So I had to buy a whole bunch. And then, yeah, other ones were just right at 40 or those. So I picked the smallest one I could find, and had mashed potatoes, green beans. I mean, everything you could want in a turkey dinner. And it was all in this Costco package. It was great. I'd do it again in a heartbeat, even if I had a crowd to buy for. How was your Thanksgiving? You went to a community cookout in town. Oh, you're telling me right here. And the news was there. They got you on camera. Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh, that's funny. Those news anchors are effed. Yep, they are sexy as heck. Oh, depending on the city. There's some that aren't, but for the most part, I agree. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Ah, that's funny. On the news, huh? So now you're somebody. Love it. Any of your family, did you tell any of your family where they saw the news and saw you on the news? That's funny, man. Okay, so we're still piled up here from the U-turns. I don't know that the adding of this did much. Oh, we're still got lights here, it looks like. I almost want to take the light out. Let me see if that would actually help at all. Light. So now we have no light. Everybody can go at once. Because honestly, I don't really care. I think I should just be able to go. Community cookout Thanksgiving. That's interesting. I haven't really seen or heard of many of those where they like do a big community event like that. I've seen like churches and whatnot do them. It's interesting that the news was there. That's cool, man. Like everybody's going in here and doing a U-turn. Wonder if we should make a UE here for these guys just for now. Just like a one-way from here to here. Because they just keep going that direction. And we'll just solve the problem. Alright, I feel like it's starting to get better. Having the 2 lanes, having no stop signs now. Obviously we're going to have wrecks. That guy might never get through, but why he's going on this road, I have no idea. Oh, was it? It wasn't on TV Plus. Oh, okay. But you gotta talk to newscasters, eh? Or at least see them. Okay, we got 2 lanes going in there. I think the traffic's somewhat subsiding. We got this coming now this direction. We got a little bit here. I really think an on-ramp right here would probably be a good idea. Maybe we do an on-ramp going underneath this guy. Coming down under that, or maybe coming down over that and on. Let me try that. Let's see if we could do... we'll do 1 lane. And I'll keep it at 10. Nope, I want highway, 1 lane. Straight. Nah. 10. Stay up high on this. Actually, we can come that way, and then now we go down to 0. Like, why is it that way? Maybe. See what that does. We could do 2 upgrade here at the very top. See if that gets some of this traffic to stop. Trying to go towards the other one. It's a long way to come to get back on, so they can just go that way now, maybe. And why are we having problems here? We could probably do 2 lanes here. And let's do that. See if that helps at all. Found a golf 10K class ring. Best Buy. Never a dull moment. I found a ring. It says golf. Interesting. So it's like a ring for your finger, and it's a golf ring? Explain that if you don't mind. I'm not sure if I have that right. So we got that one coming in there from here. On this one, so it doesn't come into here. That's good. And there's the 2 lanes splitting. They are starting to slow down here with the merge, which is about what I would expect. That's fine. But the only thing I can do here is increase the amount of lanes, because it's, try going 4 right about here maybe. Let me see if I have the option to really do much with that. Nope. If I do 4 here, 4 here, how does that work? You do 4 there. That's already at 4, obviously. In my head, the way I hear that is you found a ring, and it's like someone's married to golf, like in a sense that it's a ring saying that they like to play golf. I'm not sure if I completely follow, but if that is, it's kind of comical. So here's what we got on this. We got the overpass coming in here. They can get on the highway here. Actually, they don't even need this entrance because this entrance, well, actually they do. It would go up to here. So what we could do is actually, I'm gonna pause it. We can kill here and then come here with that entrance, and that would actually solve a little bit of our conundrum here. So we're gonna do a little bit of a curve. It'll be like here to, why is it doing that? To be like here maybe, and then we curve into here. Yeah, and then they're on that one. So essentially that road is, they come in here. I don't want them hitting the highway. I want them either going the overpass that way, or I want them getting on the freeway going this way, which are the two options the major highway has, which is either up and around or onto this road. And then I've got 3 lanes with a bunch of traffic coming in. I'm trying to think if I could put 4 lanes in here without causing a problem. I've got it 4 lanes starting here. There's another exit going that direction they're not using. I just think it's a lot of traffic. Hard to type. Found a 10K gold ring on the floor Best Buy. Yeah, I would imagine not worth much, but it's cool. It's got a lighthouse on it and a date. Oh, that's cool. I see, I see. Well, it's nice to find things like that. Happenstance. I don't know if I really needed the lane to expand right here. We got a mystery 4th lane. We could actually increase this to 3 and that to 4 here, because that's definitely a bottleneck going from 3 to 2 if they're not exiting. But we can look at that down the road, I suppose. Doesn't look like that's an issue right now. I don't like the fact they're stopping here. There should be no stopping. They have their own lane, which is the entire point of this. There's no reason for that car to stop or that car to stop. So I don't know there's anything I can really do to prevent that, honestly. And all of this comes into here, and they have to make a decision. Are they going straight or are they turning? And so the 2 right lanes are suddenly saying, nope, I want to go to the right, so they're slowing down, is all it is. I could put more lanes. Maybe solve it that way. I'd probably put 3 here. Let's just see if that would help. It's going to be hard to do, to be honest. So we'll upgrade there, we'll upgrade there. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that without deleting the whole thing. So we can come in here, do 3 lanes there, and they're on a 4-lane road now. And that lane comes in on its own. And then we could upgrade that to 3. And this is the one that's erroring because of this, up this hill going up here. So let's try deleting you here. And I really would like to redo this road. Probably right about there is about right. I'll push this over to the right slightly. Okay, so now on this one, we'll do 3 lanes. I almost want this whole road to be further to the right. I'm getting really close to that other road. So let's try this now. We've got 4 lanes, which really only need 3. And we're gonna go straight to there. Perfect. And then we've got a couple of different ways this thing's going. So we're gonna have one coming from here, and it is going to curve this way into, say, here. Get it way up there, perfect, and out of the way. Then we've got we got this one that needs to come up, and we've got this exit that needs to come up. So what I can do is a 2-lane road starting here, and then 2 single roads. So 1 there, and then 1 there. And now, other than this little section here that curves slightly, it's almost a straight shot. I don't know that that's going to make a ton of difference, but it looks better. It looks better. By the way, if you're watching, say hello in chat. Let us know where you're from. And if you'd like a street named after you, let me know what you'd like me to call it, and we will get you a spot. I believe, let me find it real quick. Where is it? Pine, Bent, Pleasant, Thompson, Frosty Street. That is Austin Street. Haven't looked at your street in a while, Austin. But this is your hood, dude. Boot and Bug, right there. Just trying to get that going. I caught, who is this? I caught Katrina jaywalking. She's a senior though, so we won't hold it against her. Sterling Torres. He doesn't like a whole lot of things, apparently. He's neutral. His family's poor though. Maybe that's why. We got a little park here. Look at that dog park. It's pretty cool. What's this building? Fihi? Fihi? I wonder how you'd say that. It's like an old record shop. What do they do? Software, financial. And what is this one here? Lito Electronics. Their software. They produce telecom products. It's neat. I don't know. I kind of like this part of it. Like just kind of seeing what actually ends up building in the areas that we set up. Like randomly on this corner here is a software company, and you got all these houses that kind of came up in that certain way, which is kind of neat. I think this is the European build, by the way. It's what it looks like. So, and that is our technical university. All right, you know what we didn't do? We have a bunch of things we got to demolish because things are falling down. Is there anything you'd like me to try and build or do in the game? If there is, let me know that, and we'll work on a little bit of that today. I've got an idea for a new area of town I'm still kind of thinking through right now. Figured I'd build like another downtown. We've got a lot of the US or the type buildings that we can build. So if you come into this area, you can build in either a European style or you can build in a American style. Most everything I've done is North American. So I figured in this new section, we'd only try and do European for all of the ones that I have that selection on, which I don't have for anything but business and homes, but I think it's just a whole that might make it feel and look slightly different than the other. But I'm thinking about doing that. If I zoom out, I've got basically this section back here behind our airport, and so we could take a couple of different corridors to get there. I've got this right here that's free, and then there is an elbow underground here that we could take out, come underneath here, and then pop out. So we could do that corridor there, We've got this one, so we'd have two major highways connecting into kind of a downtown area and then have it sprawl both directions. It's the thought I have. Wondering, looks like population, we're at 215. Thinking we might create that here in just a second. Actually, I got garbage filling up again over here. Hope that gets solved. Any other buildings to destroy? I want to make sure I'm on top of that. I looked at it when I first joined and then I kind of forgot about it. I know we need to make sure those are doing well. The other thing I want to check on is, did that post office change the, we built this post office right when we started, right? They were complaining about unreliable mail service. It does not look like that has yet to make a big difference. Actually, let's go in this direction and see if we see anything different. So we come into telecom. That's telecom though, that's not mail. Where is mail? Oh, mail right here. Mail service availability. So it's bright green all in here. That street didn't get any of that guy. And I wonder what would increase that. So the stored mail is not very large. Golly, how many mail places do you need? That's crazy. And I can't build another one of these without the road coming in to be a problem. So that is unfortunately all I can do there. The only other thing I could do is take one of these roads, maybe here, but that one's got good coverage right now. It's dark green from this one. So unfortunately, the only other option I could see for these guys would be maybe like I take over a block, like literally take that block out and then put a mail post office there. I could put one maybe here. That's behind like a really nice area. A clinic right across the street. I could bulldoze a little bit of this. Let's see. Again, I think that has good coverage. Let me come back. You are looking at this one. So, post coverage, bright green is the best. Dark green is neutral. So this dark green actually still is bad. So I guess that's what I would have to do. Right here, these buildings I need to take out. And they're pretty big business, unfortunately. I'm afraid if I come back that far, I'm just too far away from it. There's a park here. So my problem is I need a lot of room for expansion. Because it's a big thing. If I come into here, here, and I drag it there. See how all those go bright green? If I did it here, it would be the same. I just don't have the same expansion. And there, it doesn't make that one. Like I put it way back over here, there's a couple that still go dark green. And then we got parking there. This would be kind of cut off from things, unfortunately. Here, still some dark green. Yeah, I think my only option is really that. Other than maybe coming this way and killing a few things too. I really hate, why I'm debating that so heavy is these businesses, man, in a really prime time spot. Unfortunately, getting rid of them does not really help in a lot of ways. The other thing I could try is if I put in a really small road. So let's just say I did like this. I'd have to do this, build a road. We're gonna go on the ground. I did, yeah, smallest road I can build, come in like that, right? And then if I demolish you, so I've only killed 2 buildings so far. Put the post office down. It's like no matter what, I'm bulldozing something here. So I put it on this middle street. All of downtown now looks bright green. But I'm having to kill 1 more building. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is this I'm not going to let rebuild. So I'm going to actually come back and put in 1 upgrade here. So this is more vans. That'll rebuild now. And then eventually, if I really need it, I can come in and I can do this. And we killed 2 more buildings, but I've not killed the entire block. I didn't kill these guys, which is the point. I was trying to keep more businesses around. See how that works. And then this guy's fighting for customers, ironically. I might have to move him because he's actually one of my signature buildings, ironically. Put him more of in a neighborhood setting, like over here someplace. I wonder how big. It's a pretty big building. Could maybe do like here down. I think there's a part, so we could do that. And then move him. Wish I could get it to face that North Street. Can't get it to go long way. That's not good. It's the only other way I could do it is there. One of these guys are down here. It's kind of off the beaten path being down here. I kind of like to be more up here. We could do, where are you? You're a clinic. Take one of these areas. I'm surprised I can't make it come this direction on that one. Got a police station here. High school. I would be kind of pigeonholing him being in here, but we could try this here. Or maybe this here. Let's see. Where were you at? Customers, you move. So we could do one of these streets. There's just not a lot of residents that are there. This might be a good spot. Like right in this corner here. That's taking 4 businesses away though. What about here? Yeah, because there's tons of neighborhoods there and that's not even being used. Bam, found it. Found it. Okay. Alright, so that's done. And then now we do have a spot there. Free. Let's build a business back in that area. So we go big business. We can do you and you. Play. Actually, I could have put housing in there too. I don't have any high density demand right now. I have lots of business demand though. So that's why we chose that. How's our construction or our traffic zones looking? We got highway traffic's not a thing. It's the other streets that are a thing. So we could probably take this intersection, kill the lights. maybe kill the lights here too. And then really need to kill all of the intersection walkways too. And then maybe we put some pedestrian walking to where they're not walking across this. That could be starting to be a problem now. I'm seeing we got this guy here, we just didn't take it all the way across. So let's see if we could add that in real fast. So we come here, we go from here, we'll go step it down to like 5 to there, and then to here, and then down to 0 to there. And that gives those people a walkway across here, and they don't walk across this. And then all the way into here, which is perfect. Then the other side is probably another thing we got to think about too. So we could do 5 here, all the way through. Usually it lets me do 5, I thought. Maybe it was 7.5 actually. So let's go up to 7.5. And then down to 5 to here, come across. Doesn't let me do it. So back to 7.5. Still don't let me do it. Doesn't like that intersection. Interesting. I guess that's going down. It doesn't like the 5. Definitely wants a 7.5, apparently. So we're here. We're at 7.5. We come all the way across. Yep, it definitely wanted 7.5. To there. To there. How far would they walk? All the way, maybe here even? And then get them off the thing right here. Down to 0. To there. And let's not have a crossing here. Okay, and then we need to do an off ramp here, I think. So we come back in here. 2. What if we did it, hook it back that way, right? And then it did from here, we came back that way. Same here. There. And there. And then let's not have the intersection again, which is roads, no intersection. We don't really need an intersection here. We don't need lights here. So hopefully that'll stop that, we'll stop that. We need to get onto it from here though. So we do the same thing, we'll start maybe here. And then do the same thing here. Okay, and then let's not have that. And we could probably cross a few times too. I didn't do any of that yet. So we come back. We could have it cross here maybe. Nope, cannot have that cross there. I don't have a cross. Maybe make it look a little better if it crossed straight. Yeah. And then that goes down is why that's having a problem. So that's lower level all the way across there. And then I don't know if that's going to work. We could do up to 7.5 right here. And then have that cross. Okay. And then we could do the same thing here. Not curve, just go straight. And then, Austin, have you caught any of the Boulder's Gate stream? Trying something new with that one. I feel like most of the people I found that have watched streams have been kind of accustomed to my Skylines stream only. I'm trying that too, just to see if people enjoy that. It's an interesting game in that it's more story driven, which is kind of cool. And it's turn-based, which I'll be honest, I'm still new to. Like, I've not played many games quite like that. I think I've only streamed it twice. But it's been good for what it was. Just didn't know if you've seen any of them. Or if it's even your cup of tea. I think hopefully that will solve all the pedestrian stuff here. Let's leave the light on this one and then we'll kill all the crosswalk. Yeah, I'm still trying to understand, like, oh man, that didn't work right. Looks like we're making them walk straight across here. We got to redo this. To be fair, I'm still trying to understand if I really like the game in a lot of ways, like the nuances of how it's played, like the way that combat works. Like I find myself going into combat not knowing exactly what I should and shouldn't do. But at the same time, you know, that's how I play every game, I guess. Like, I enjoy the learning aspect of making mistakes and trying to go back and correct them and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, I think I got to go to 10 on here, yeah, because it's hitting an issue. It's not a forgiving game, that's for sure. It's very hard in a sense of the combat and whatnot, the way I view it. I like that though. Alright, play. So I got that coming over. I think we're good now on all of that. Still an intersection here having problems. They're trying to get on here. There's no on-ramp to go north. They're having to go north. I wonder if I put an on-ramp here. That would help any of this. I almost feel like that might make it more convoluted, to be honest. It's like they're all trying to get out of the city right in this intersection on this side. I could take another road coming in and meeting here. That would really make it to where this would be null and void though, I think. Let's try something, just want to see what it would look like. You 2 lanes coming this way. I'm probably going to have to redo this, obviously. So then I'm going to go straight there. And now I'm going to come up. Down. Up to 20. Down. could do is delete you, have you one lane, .5, we'll go straight. Actually, let's go 0, and then it comes up to 7.5. Might have to actually make it come up from here. We could do one lane, 0. The exit, go up 5. What does that overlap? I don't see. Oh, it's that guy that's causing a problem. Why? Would it be 10 is what it needs to be? I guess it doesn't like the... Let's try 10, because that's the one I can think of. So we come from here, go up 10. And now it comes back down to 0. I feel like I created myself a problem. Start here, we go up to 10. Could go under it and come up. I wonder if that's a better way of doing it. I have to go really far to be able to do that. That's the problem, I feel like. Down to 10. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna... So that's not gonna work. So, road up to 10. I click it first. Here, up to 10. Bam. And then now, we start it, we go down. Definitely don't want that sucker turning left. So let's go in and edit. No left turn. No stoplight. No crosswalk. I don't know. Let's see what that does. Definitely don't like how that ended up winding around. There's an exit now there. Got another entrance here, which we didn't have before. I realize now we have a crosswalk there. We want to get rid of that guy. Maybe we... Well, you shouldn't be here. Oh, we didn't on-ramp. We don't have any on-ramps here on this side, so let's do that. So we start here. We want to go to 0. Wow. Why isn't it letting me get that to connect? Really? trying not to put it in that intersection, because I feel like that's going to cause me. There we go. Because now I can still redo that intersection, I hope. But that looks really wonky. There's an on, and then if somehow they come across here, well, they shouldn't be coming up here. It should be down there anyway. And then I don't know. So let's see if that does any good. And these guys look like they're all trying to get on the highway going south. They're not seeing my on-ramp. But it's not much traffic now. I could certainly not have this light. But I feel like we might have more problems if we don't have the light. It's guys like that I don't understand. He's just sitting there with a car going through him. That guy's trying to do a UE somehow. I don't know. I don't know if I can prevent any of that. There doesn't need to be a light here, I can say that. And doesn't need to be a light. So that might solve some of my problem. We could solve making this slightly of a bigger street. It is only 4 lanes. I could try 5 lane, let's see. Don't we have a 4 lane road, 5 lane asymmetric? Can I do that? Nice, okay, so I gave it 3 lanes on the right hand side. By the way, if you're watching, let me know if there's something specific you'd like to see in City Skylines, or if there's something making you consider buying it or not that you'd like to take a look at. Happy to show around. It's interesting, they're doing the whole I gotta get to the fast lane first. They get on and immediately they stop because they all want to shift lanes. Alright, I think we've looked at that traffic jam long enough. Let's create another traffic jam. Let me delete a couple of buildings and then let's go create a new part of our city. Let's start that today. Delete these guys out. Before I delete him, what's his problem? Small homes, unreliable healthcare. Healthcare is not good over here, is it? What is bad healthcare? I mean, it definitely is not great. It's definitely not great. So we got the geothermal plant, we got a post facility. I'm guessing mail is, well, that's terrible. I thought that would have given better mail. The mail thing is jacked, man. It really is. Okay, so we need another medical facility somewhere over here. So let's put it maybe here. And then we'll do another post office. We'll do it right next to it. Actually, I could probably put it there. That last street gets affected if we don't put it closer. So here's where we're at now. We got a bunch of red. a bunch of dark green, whereas if I do this, the only street I don't get anything on is this one here. I think I'm going to do it down here because I want to expand down anyway. So that makes the most sense to me at the moment. So let's do here, and then we'll add in as many of these guys as I can fit around it. So let's see what the best way to do that would be here, one behind it and on the side. So let's do that. Let me actually see, can I see if that increases? Okay, so it's bright green. We got dark green over here. If I add another one of these, does that affect that? It doesn't look like it actually makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know that having more vans really does anything. 1 second, guys. All right, okay, so that solved a quick issue I noticed there. Let's plan out some area over here. So we've got this highway coming that way. Let me dirt road it maybe, probably best. If we take this and we come 180 that way is there. And then we've got underground essentially right here is the other one. Let's just call it here would be the other one. So we've got highways we could put parallel right there and then loop back into each other. We have nothing going this direction, so it's almost like maybe we either take another entrance coming in, making it go that way, or we hook into the one we have. And then we've got this whole section over here we have to think about with like ports, where we put housing. Wind all blows outward again. I'm pretty sure. So wind blows outward here. So it's not like we could do any, we'd have to do industrial. If we put any over here, it has to be on the outside. Or we could do a long, it's like the corridor over here actually would be okay too. We could put it all in this inside area. It's going up. So I don't guess that would affect us negatively in any way. So yeah, all along this inner piece here, we could do industrial if we wanted to put some more over here, which we probably should because that's where you get a lot of your business from. Cool. So is there any other anything over here? Workplace, we want this. So there's oil in the middle. Do we need it? Not really. There's a place here we could farm. We don't have to farm it. There's oil here. So we could try first setting up all of our oil derricks and ore areas if we really wanted to capitalize on those so we know where those were. There's one here which is like right behind, or medical plaza. I really don't want to tear into that mountain. I think that'll be a good cityscape, if you will. And we don't really need it that badly. This one here, however, we could probably use. But it does kind of make the city, I don't know, it's going to look like one of these guys right here. So we could just do dirt road, come back, look here. We can draw dirt road around this to just signify that it's here, so that we know that's a part of it. Might do oil here. So I don't feel like this will be downtown. I want the downtown to be more central, if you will. Or we could put it, in the end, we could put it where this water is, would be the other way we could do it. I really haven't considered that. We could put this as our city center around this water. I don't know. We put our airport right apparently on top of a oil well. I got in a hurry on that one, didn't realize I did that. There's another one here. Let's just line this one out while we're at it. So there's that one. I don't think we're a net importer on anything but crops. So production, so the crops are the only thing we're really importing. They're material goods. There's a few things here that we do. Food, which is back to the crops. Textiles, which is back to the crops. So yeah, we could do a lot more of that. And material goods. So this is all our business that we could keep going higher. Okay, so there's one more thing in there I think that I didn't mark. This one here, which is in the middle more of our city, that we would probably use, so I'm not going to worry about that. I guess the major question I would have is, if we're going to do it downtown, do we want it in this area where it's kind of this river? I think that would be kind of cool to try and fit in, if you will. Like a little peninsula area with maybe a little park right here, and then the business would be all throughout this guy. That'd be kind of cool. And then houses maybe on this side. I don't hate that. We are going to be using our what do you call it? That one section, the farm we wouldn't get out of it. We've used pretty much every other farm though. We'll have to do that one. I think that's the plan then. So we'll do business in here, and then we'll put some housing kind of in this vicinity, and then like smaller housing over here. We'll have the oil rig just outside of town, which is fine. And then we can have like a park here, maybe a little highway coming across, or maybe just a walkway here. I think that's kind of my plan. So what we could do, I wonder if we did this street. Not sure if we etched the lining in this with a walking path. Can always delete it. So the idea would be walking path all down here. That obviously didn't look well, but and then we could put parks in the middle of it, just this little area here. Let's see, I want to fix that one section, if you will. I almost want to fix it more. I want to delete this section here too. There. Perfect. I don't know if I want to do both sides, but certainly could come all the way back around with it. And then park-wise, what do we have there? Campfire, which is the one I didn't care for as much. Large city park. So we could do that right about here. And then we could do a couple of them actually, and maybe have one more come this direction on this side as well. The walkway around it. And then we could do that. That. And so one thing we don't have over here is power and all of that, so that's why these are complaining. And then on the far side, we could come in with our, like, just switch it to the pavement. Like this. All along the back side of like here. Not sure if I have enough room in here to be able to do it now. I really can't see it either. Yeah, I may not have left enough room. Let's do a little bit terraforming out. Now can I put... There we go. Why are you fighting me? Does it really have to go that far in? Alright, trying it one more way. Go here. Let's do this one. There we go. Wow, that really wants to hook, doesn't it? It's trying to connect it, and I don't really want it to. No connection. And then there, like that. But you get the idea. So then this would kind of wind through. We could actually reconnect it back up here, and then reconnect you into there. Just have several offshoots that just go different directions. Kind of like parks do. They don't have one path they'd take. I want to delete one of you out and then redo it. Like that maybe. Do you not like the way that connected? Of course I don't. And that connected okay. And then maybe just have it connect straight. I don't know. It's better. And then the other thing we need to think about is how we're going to get power over here, which I really like to just create another power unit, which for that we need water. So let's take one more look at the water. Yeah, so these guys, anytime we see one of those, we can put a power generation unit down. We can do it along the ocean. We could do it over here kind of out of sight. I really don't want to do anywhere in this section. I want it to kind of be out of the way and then drag power over. Even if it was over here and we drag it that way, I'm okay with that. This is what? Some housing and schooling here. Probably shouldn't do it too close to other houses because the power's, it's definitely noisy and people don't want to live next to it. We could do it right here anyway. We're out of the way over here now that I see it. So let's do power geothermal. Looks like it almost doesn't fit with the road. We can always move that road. So let's do a little finagling here on the road. I don't know if the dirt road really matters for this. Because I know we have to get people, actually we do. Maybe being in the middle of nowhere is probably not the best decision. Because we're going to have to get people to want to work there and they have to be educated. How is that unit, these units doing? Because these guys need, well educated, they're having problems. Let's try it, see what happens. We can always move it. So we go to power, we do thermal. And if you're interested in making money for your city, you're about to see how that's done. So we got this geothermal. It's going to cost us 300,000. Let's go ahead and hit play. See, it's a lot of pollution. It's air pollution, ground pollution, and noise pollution. So you really don't want to put a whole bunch of residential near it. But what you do get is lots of power, and then we can actually increase power by using this binary cycle power plant, which increases the power output. You could also add this additional turbine, which also increases the output. And then now we need to drag that connection, which are these guys, underground probably is best. So we'll do here to here, okay? And then we can do a couple of things. We can take it underground over here someplace. And let's just say right here for now. And then let's make a road. And this will basically be the back of a neighborhood, let's say. So we'll do like a rough estimate of a 90-degree angle road. It's there, and then on that we'll put a transformer, which is this. So we'll put it here, and then what happened if it did it without really even trying? It connects into that transformer, and then now this road is powered. Let me go back into the power. So that road's powered now, and then what we can do is connect under the ground the transformer, which would be this ending line here over to here for now. So all of that will then get powered once the power plant starts producing, which it looks like it is now. So we're getting power into here, we're getting power into here, which is going into these areas, and now they're not asking for power, but they are asking for sewage, which will be next. And then the other part we can do is take said lines and drag them to the edge, right? Just like this. So now we're connecting to, I'm gonna hit pause, you're connecting to, you'll see those little arrows. You're connecting to another city. Why that's important is if you come into your economy and you look at your service trade, right now we're at 8.78. That is going to skyrocket here in a second because we're actually adding in a whole nother power unit that we're going to export. So let's look at our production power. So we come into the electric trade. Right now we're at 345 sending out. So let's let play. Watch for a little bit and you'll see that tick up. 590. Okay, so 590, and then over time, that will tick this up. So we're selling double the electricity to a neighboring unit. So we'll just kind of watch that for a second. I'm gonna get a drink while we're doing that. Be right back. I wonder if this is one of those where by watching it, you're gonna not make it do anything. It might take a little bit. It does feel like the arrows, like the fast forward on this versus Skylines 1, doesn't seem to go very fast. It's like, even though it's on fast, it doesn't really tick very fast. But we'll come back. That should, well over 1 million, I would expect. Actually, right there, you can see the breakdown. There it is, 1.193. I think it will still climb a little bit higher. And then what we can do is build 2 or 3 more of those even if you wanted. You can keep building them. You just can't use this same line. You need to connect another one. In fact, right there, you see the flow. The max on it's 400 megawatt. So you would build another unit on another water spot, then connect it to the edge. And each one you build, you'd go up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And you can make bukus of money just on that. So there you go. All right, now we need to give city dumping grounds and all of that. So let's connect in, maybe we go water, these 2 lines here. We could probably just connect in. Wonder if that connected? Did it from far away. It looks good enough. So that connected in this long dirt road, which probably isn't going to be there forever. That really doesn't help. So let's connect in this. So then that did connect here. And did it connect here? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but yes, it did connect there. And then on these same pipes, we can drag out to the edge of this road. Overlapping items. I don't quite understand that, but we'll do the reverse then. Fine. So that's there. It is playing, and then eventually that requirement goes away. So there you go. So we could probably build housing back in this vicinity. I said business here. Housing typically comes first. And then we also obviously need to get a way for these houses to get here is another consideration. Oh, there's my connection to Bytham. Bytham. And this is my connection to myself. Well, I think that's over here on the trains. It says something. I love how it says Escombe. I don't recall that city whatsoever. Outside connection for water. Hertford. That's the one I remember. Escombe. Okay. I don't know. I guess that's how they connect to me by air is what that's showing. And this is a totally different city we've never connected to. So now we're providing electricity someplace outside the city. So now we're at 1.5. So we went from 8 and change to 1.56 service trade, and we're over 12 million a month now in revenue. It's great. And that's just off one, so nearly doubled what we had. Trying to visualize what I'd want this to look like. And I feel like I might have shot myself in the foot with where I put that. I might want it more back over here. And then to make kind of a plane just like fell out of the sky almost the way it flew in there. To make like a circular kind of area in here. I'm not really sure. And then have the business be kind of a break off of that, you know? Something to that effect. I think what I do is I'm going to pause the stream here, and I'm going to start working out that part offline, so it's not boring me trying to put roads down that don't make any sense. What I can do is go ahead and drag in the highway on at least this side, and because really and truly it's just going to go straight, and I'll connect it here. Let's see if it connects to the same group or if it's different. So we'll just delete this road here all the way down. Probably go in the ground underneath all of this too, because that way I think this is ore that was here. That way all the ore can be on top of the ground and the highway is not affecting it. Actually, I thought there was a way to just do all of it. Oh yeah, you highlight it and just keep going, hold it down. Okay, so then on the road, we'll delete this. And then we take the highways, we go here, 2-lane, we're gonna do the parallel. Now let's go a little bit small. What's 0.5 look like? Nope. Let's go back to 1. And then if we come underground, let's go all the way up on this. We'll go to 10. Probably need to go 20. Yeah, probably go 20 because I want it to be underground. I don't want it to be seen from the top. So then that's, I don't really want it to curve, I want it to go straight. So there is 180. There is 180. Wondering, did I just goof? I poked through even though it's underground. I think by clicking where I did, it came back up. So let's redo to there. Highway, -20, parallel. And then do from here forward. And then I want to do to just the other side of that kind of mound area, which is about right here. And then I'll come back up to about here. And then the rest of the way, it's above ground. And then let's see, there's that connection. And where are you going to? Sibley, a whole new town. We just brought a whole new town into our city, which connects in through this roundabout here. So that's kind of neat. And then eventually we'll do, we've got this, really can't see it, but underground right here, we do kind of an elbow left or an elbow right, depending on which way you come. We could do an intersection here maybe, or just take it and curve through and then connect into the other town that we connected in our energy through, which is Bytham, I guess, and that's the airport. as well. So we've got our highway coming in, and then we need to do an interchange here going this direction. Probably one that goes all four. I mean, like right here. Pre-built wise, would either be something like that, or we could go mega, which I've never used this one. This one's big by comparison. I feel like that might be overkill. This one's not quite nearly as big. I don't know that I can actually fit it on top of what I have. Exactly. But those would be the two. And then the question is where I'm going to have it come in downtown. So I need to figure this part out over here before I put this guy down, because I want him to feed into one of the main streets that I come to here, or right around that. So I need to figure out how my downtown is going to look up here before I do the intersection here. We could do, so we've got this corridor coming here. We could have it turn into a highway along the coast. I'm just trying to think of how else can we get traffic to be managed long term. We could convert this highway, this big road here, into a highway, or put a highway adjacent to it. I wonder if you could do a highway above it even, maybe. And then have it hook going up the coast. And that blue ocean looks pretty. Hook it maybe here, behind here, coming up, and then I don't know what I'd do here, but at least with an outlet this direction too. I kind of like the idea of, I don't really want to redo all of this, but I kind of like the idea of taking the existing highway infrastructure and moving it. The flip would be just bulldozing this section here, right? And then we really only need to go two directions maybe, which is like this, straight. Maybe if they want to go to the ocean, if there's ever anything in that direction, then going that way. Because I don't think I'm ever going to come back this way with it. So we could do something like this, the way I see it. We're overlapping, it looks like our forestry, which is the issue there. Oh, it stinks. It's going to be curved slightly to get on the highway, if we use that one. The only other one I see would be that one, but it goes multiple different directions. I don't think we need that one. Or we could do this guy, but he's so big. I don't know that we need all of that. Maybe that's what we do. Goes all the way to the coast, a little honestly too far. Maybe bringing it back in a little bit would make more sense. So if that's the case, we delete this. And then that would actually solve our problem right about there. So if we turn looking that way, right? We'd want it like here. I want it parallel with this too. Like that maybe. So right around there, and I want to turn again. It'd be like there. Like that. Okay, and we got two one-lane roads. Highway. We can do parallel, I think, still, can't we? Yeah, just like that. Cool. I don't really know what to do here, so what I typically do is just go off parallel and then just connect the two for now. And then I did that backwards. It's got to go the other way so they can actually do the UE. So then you just go that way. So they just do the UE. And then these guys can come to a certain point that way. So then we can do 2-lane parallel like this, 180, and then maybe we start curving right about here to the left. We go this way eventually. What we could do now is actually pull in this street here all the way across like that, and then we could do the same thing here for now. And then, so we got one entrance coming this way. We might have this one come center. Now we got this that will come this direction too, all feeding in traffic and taking traffic out. Kind of like solving those problems pretty early on. But I need to definitely figure out how I'm going to build that downtown. All right, we've been going for just about 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream there. Oh, hey, Eddie. Sorry, man, the text was scrolled up for whatever reason. This is San Francisco. It's it's called San Barista, but it is the San Francisco map. I think it's one of those when you buy it, the ultimate or there's 2 versions, standard and whatnot. They give you this one, but if you can't tell, it's got the Golden Gate Bridge, and then Alcatraz is kind of that island there, that sort of thing. But yeah, and the Clover one, I think you were talking about the big one. This one here, we didn't have 4 ways to go there, and I have that tree area there, so it wouldn't make sense. Now I might do it over here for sure, because we could go that direction like you're saying maybe, and then this way as well. That would probably be perfectly fine here. It's a good idea there. I need to figure out where the inlet would be, like I said, along here to go that direction before I put it down. In fact, I could do it and then curve it into it, which might make it a little bit more realistic, but yeah, sorry I totally missed your text until just now, buddy. Appreciate you joining. But yeah, I think, like I said, I'm going to end it here. I'll start trying to figure out this area, map it out a little bit for the next stream, and then I'll wait, obviously, to put any buildings down and that sort of thing until you guys are on, and we'll go from there. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. If you're catching the session on YouTube or even on Twitch later on, and there's something you'd like to see or highlight as I'm building through this new area of town, let me know in the comments. As always, if you're enjoying watching this series, if you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate you doing so. Leave a thumbs up, like on the video if you enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your afternoon or evening.